right, I think we're going to start. Thank you, everyone. Welcome. And I'm very pleased to see all of you here. My name is Amine ABDELMOULA. I'm a marketing cloud practice leader within Salesforce here in Morocco. And I have the pleasure today to talk with you about Salesforce Marketing Cloud, about all the digital marketing capabilities that Salesforce has offered. So we are basically going to go through our agenda today. First of all, we are going to understand a little bit what do we mean by marketing in general, because generally speaking, when we are implementing Marketing Cloud, then we are discussing with the marketing executive and marketing teams. Try to understand a little bit the buyer expectation from a global point of view, and then understand a little bit what will be the priorities for our marketing exec. And then after this introduction, we are moving into the second part, is understanding how marketing is evolving within the digital era, see how marketing evolved during this period, and understand our Salesforce proposition value. Then, and what is the most important, is really to understand how the AI is going to shape the future of the technology, but especially on the marketing field. And we finally going to finish and end with a demonstration, and then we can have a Q&A session. I would be really pleased to see your question and have a good discussion with you. Okay, looks fine. Great. So first of all, let's start with the first thing first, as we said, is to understand a little bit what do we mean by marketing. So maybe I want to have like a session here or an interaction with all of you. If someone here or someone from the attendance can just give me his own definition of marketing. Any volunteer? Yeah? Yeah, that's a beautiful. Anything else? Any other volunteer? Yeah? No? That's good, yeah. Yeah. So basically, there are many definitions of marketing, but and including those ones that are really interesting. The one that I prefer the most is this one: is marketing is telling a story people want to hear. So always, if you have in the future, and that's what we want, is to learn about Marketing Cloud and implement Marketing Cloud within customers, is just to keep in mind that the people that are in front of you, they have a mindset, they have something to do. In general, as I said, they are marketing people. You will also work, of course, with IT people, but generally, when we are talking here about business, we are talking with marketing. And they always, what they have is to understand their mindset. And the mindset is always going to be that they want to sell, as you said, emotions is a story that the people want to hear. So this is, for me, this is my preferred definition. It's by Seth Godin, it's a marketing author and blogger, that I really like. So, and always when I'm trying to work with my customers, is to have this in mind, to make sure that we are not losing the main purpose of why we are working with those customers and why we are working with this marketing executive. Generally speaking, so those people that we want to sell to, they have some expectations. And those expectations have evolved during this era. And generally speaking here, when we are talking about what is the new buyer expectations, is that most of the customers of the world we are living in, they have some high expectations. So for example, like some example here is that 80% of those customers, they say that the experience that the company is providing is as much important as the product and the service. So we all have in mind this maybe this company that we've had with a very bad experience, even if the product is great. But if, for example, the customer service is not good, if, for example, we haven't been maybe received well by the salespeople, even if for any kind of other reason, maybe we had a product deficiency and the company did not manage it well. So the whole experience is changing, and we can have a very bad impression about the product itself. So really important to keep in mind that the customer experience is at the heart, is at the center of the customer buyers, and it should also be at the center and the heart of the marketing executive. The second thing maybe here is that we are all seeing that now the world is moving at a very fast pace, and it's really changing in a way that even for us, maybe here as a customers, as a buyers, as a consumers, we are not sustaining this change. So we are living a lot of revolution, including like the next one, the next wave, that will be the biggest wave maybe here, is regarding the AI. So the buyers are also expecting from the companies that they are adapting and changing to those changes and also to their needs. Really important here always to keep in mind that this is what the market wants. They want to have something which is innovative. They want to have something which is new. That's why we are always seeing that, for example, I'm giving here some examples, Apple or other big companies, they have their messaging is always to the change, to the inventing new things, because we all want novelty. That's the really main point. Another point regarding here the expectations is that we want to understand and we want to feel a consistent customer experience. So the customer experience from a global point of view is something that can really make a differentiator between the brands and between the companies in terms of customer satisfaction. And this should include all digitals. So I should not, for example, as a consumer, when I have, for example, I would say, have made a request about my product that is not working well, and I'm dealing now with the company customer services. So in the meantime, I am receiving an email, a promotional email about the same product. That's not something consistent, that's not something logical. So the customer is expecting from us that that the companies are really consistent in terms of their messaging, consistent in terms of their experience, and across all the channels. So if, for example, as I've been saying, I have a problem, I have an issue with my product, why would you send me another promotional email? Why would you like to sell me something? This email is going to be, or this campaign is going to be useless at this moment. And finally, as we all been saying, so the customer experience now is really important to the companies and also to the consumers themselves. So if you have good customer services, if you have good branding, then your customers are willing to buy again. So all those buyers' expectations that we have been discussing, they should be part of the marketing exec priorities. We've been talking here about the customer services and the consistent customer experience. And this is one of, when you are going to discuss with the marketing exec, then he is or she is she should like, or the marketing exec in general would like to have a consistent customer experience across all the channels. They want to enhance the customer experience from a global perspective. You want to understand the customers. So how do we understand the customers? How do we understand their needs? So there is a whole new way of bringing the data, collecting the data, trying to segment this data in order to give the best insight about this data to deliver this right message that we are talking about. We should not forget something, that we are now moving in a difficult era from an economical point of view. So the people now are less spending money on maybe on marketing, on digital, etc. So we are looking for efficiency. And one of the key points here in terms of the efficiency is how can we measure the campaign ROI when we are spending $1, then how much I'm expecting to receive. So all those topics, when discussing with the marketing executive, as a consultant, you need to get this in mind, to have all those points in mind, just to get the value. Because the goal here is not just to implement a campaign marketing via email, via any digital channel, but to reach a certain level of business value and to fill the customer expectations and the company needs. And it's going to be through all those business value. So always keep in mind that you should have the business outcomes as the center of the discussion when you are discussing with your customers. So generally speaking, I wanted to have this slide just to give you, we've been speaking about changing world and how the technology is moving faster than ever. So just maybe here, like I'm seeing, I would say a lot of maybe young generation people here from the community. I'm very happy to see it. But I think that for all of us here, we have seen this revolution that we are seeing in the last 20 years. So just remember that maybe 20 years ago, maybe few people, they have a mobile phone. So now we are talking about AI in your mobile. We are talking about talking with you within your phone with ChatGPT and asking them about solving maybe your challenges here within your work, or maybe the challenges with your partner. Like we are now even asking ChatGPT about any solution in our life. So just get in mind, keep in mind that maybe not that much ago, we were not even able to have just to have a discussion within a mobile. So we've seen the evolution here of the technology from the mobile, from the social, and we have the explosion of the social media, and we understand today how the social media are important in all the aspects that we are now talking about. From, I would say, for the media mainstream to influence the opinion. And we can see as of today how the media and how the social media are influencing whatever point of view. We have seen also the revolution here. This social media have created a lot of data, whether structured or also unstructured data. So the internet now, social media now, they are full of not only comments, but they are full of images, they are full of other type of file that are really also important to understand the customer behaviors. So how do we gather all this data? How do we understand our consumers? Because this is the goal at the end, is that we understand the consumer's behaviors to provide him with the best offer at the best moments. How do we gather all this big and giant amount of data? And that's why, like, we have at the moment also this revolution of big data. And now finally we are talking here about the AI. Talking about the AI that will really change the way of the IT landscape or the marketing landscape in general, because it's going to revolutionize our productivity, maybe replace humans in some tasks, help them, and making sure that we are moving to the next level of the personalization. So remember that those revolution, they have been followed in such a short amount of time that it does not give us even the time maybe to, I would say, understand all the aspects or understand here all the effects of a revolution. Then we are already entering in another one. So how do we deal with that within our IT? How do we deal with our solution? Well, this is maybe where I would say that Salesforce here is bringing the value with a Salesforce proposition that, from our point of view, is bringing at least a number of solutions to those challenges or to those problematics. So we've been talking a lot about the data. So how within the Salesforce we bring this data? So the first thing first is that we have now a platform that is able to connect, to integrate with many sources of data around the customer landscape, the IT landscape, and to bring the historical, the real-time information about our consumers. So that's the first thing. So we are talking here about an open platform, an integrated platform that can bring in the data from whatever source we are talking about. And this is really important to have this open platform. Of course, we are doing it through a number of, I would say, of software. For example, you can integrate your data with MuleSoft. You can integrate it directly via API, via some kind of other solution. But generally speaking, Salesforce has a strong now human in terms of the integration between the solution. Once we have bring this data from the multiple sources, then comes to the important step of how do we normalize, how do we unify this data to bring what we are calling here our profile, our customer profile, the unified profile. Because that's what we are aiming for. We are aiming to collect the data from the web, from the mobile, from the CRM maybe, from the ERP, from the social media, for one purpose, as we've been saying before. Understand the customer, understand how he's behaving, understand the history of the purchases, understand the history of the browsing within our website, understand the behaviors within the mobile app. Why this customer clicked on this product? Maybe he is interested. Maybe we should send them a push messages or something like that. So gathering all this data will bring within one profile, will bring this level of understanding, will bring this level of insights to action the right messages at the right moments. So once we have unified, so like this is what we've been talking about, is that the unification of the data. That's why maybe you have heard it. So at the end, we are going to talk about the new messages that Salesforce is bringing now to its customers. We are talking about data plus AI plus the whole message. So now that we have been bringing the messages, the data, then we are moving to, as we've been saying now, understand this data. And this is where the AI is going to bring us maybe here the biggest added value, is to visualize, to action some insight that will help us. So sometimes these insights can be actionable via the I would say via the human, but it can also be at a certain level, maybe here action by the AI itself, some specific tasks. Maybe here when I'm seeing, we can now, the AI with the capabilities that we are having, it can understand a consumer purchase history and bring, for example, a recommended product that is going to help the customers maybe to do some upselling. We do not need human intervention. For example, if someone, for example, bought, I would say, an iPhone, then we probably here need, these consumers will later need another product. We need an AirPods. It would need, and for this we do not need the human intervention. It can be done automatically. It can be analyzed directly and proposed in a way that's gonna help improve the customer productivity. So another thing that we need to also to understand is that, and this we are going to talk about it really, and this is what will revolutionize also this AI part, is the prompting. So we are always talking here about understanding our customers, creating here the segments. So as of today, in the future, with Salesforce, with Data Cloud, with Salesforce Marketing Cloud in general, so you will be like, the goal here is to minimize at the maximum the technical intervention. So you all know here that if you want, as of today, if you want to do some segmentation, then you need to maybe have some technical skills, learn about SQL, create some segments using this language or any other language for you to create those segments. So as of today, and it's something that is going to be really evolving very fastly, then instead of having a kind of example, and we are going to discuss about it later, instead of really learning about SQL, then you could just discuss and prompt it directly to the AI that I want this type of segments for the customers that have bought the last this product for the last 10 days and that are between 20 and 30 years, for example. And the AI is now able to give you this segment, and you do not need any technical skills for this. So maybe for in the future, so the AI will be your data analyst. You will not need to now to wait for it. So you're just going to prompt it directly, and it's going to bring you this data automatically. Once we have bring these segments, and also we have now this understanding. So how do we reach our customers? So this is where, like I would say, we are talking here about the historical portfolio of Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and when we are talking here about the activation, because now, as of now, Salesforce Marketing Cloud has this capacity of activating and reaching the consumers within multiple channels. We are talking here about the web, email, maybe SMS, the ads, or any other channel for activating and for engaging with the consumers. Okay, so we are going to move quickly as we haven't seen the time going. And I'm going to discuss very quickly here about this slide because it's really bringing here the added value. So Salesforce started the AI a long time ago, but we mainly started with predictive AI. So if you are using Salesforce Marketing Cloud for the moment, then you can very easily understand a little bit what I'm talking here about within the Einstein solution. We are talking now, as of now, that you have, for example, the Einstein engagement scoring. So the Einstein engagement scoring is an AI capabilities that's going to bring to the marketer in general the possibility to understand the likelihood to engage with one consumers. So automatically, it's bringing to your segment the capability that we have been discussing of engaging. What is the likelihood that this consumer is going to engage with my email? It's using all the historical data of the consumer's engagement. If this customer has opened it or maybe clicked on a link, and it's give you actionable data to segment your audience and to make sure that your campaign is very efficient. So if, for example, what is the purpose of sending to a consumer that did not engage with your last 3 campaign emails? Nothing. But from an AI perspective, it can bring you this insight. One other thing maybe here is the Einstein engagement frequency. So we have been talking here about this a long time ago. Is how many emails is something that the consumers can reach before annoying him or annoying her. So with the Einstein engagement frequency, like you have the capabilities here to send the perfect number of messages. No need to worry about it because we understand the consumers. The AI is able to understand the number of messages that would, at a certain level, bother the consumer. And finally, this is what I was discussing about, like is the segment creation using the segment the prompting. But most importantly, the revolution that is going now that Salesforce is bringing to within the AI world is the content creation. So today, you have the capability with the AI to create images, create subject line, to create email body through the AI automatically. And that's something that will really revolutionize the marketer world, because it is bringing the productivity at a whole new level. No need for the moment like to have many teams that will start to develop, so the AI will do it for you. And that is really the main differentiator for this. And let me now move very quickly to a demo just to show you how this is done. So as you can see here, so we are in a Salesforce interface, and we want to create a new campaign. But what we are seeing here is the prompt, the Einstein assistant for the prompt, where for a specific campaign, they will just write in here what we need, just to create, for example, a landing page for a campaign, for a VIP opening campaign. And then automatically, so the Einstein assistant is creating this landing pages. For the moment, like we see, yeah, maybe this campaign, what kind of images so we should add to bring it, to make it a little bit more appealing. So then, by writing this directly within the Einstein assistant, it is going to propose to me here, first of all, messages. So this message is written automatically by the AI. And then it can be, of course, it can be modified. We are writing this, maybe sometimes we find that these messages, like maybe it needs a header. So why not creating here an images as a header for this landing page? That is bringing here, that is related to my company, that is related to my messaging, to my corporate messaging, etc. Well, maybe, yeah, we can add here a quick thing about the company name. We can personalize it a little bit more. So this is what we are talking about here. So no need for a technical skills to create it. And at this moment, like as long as we have been creating this campaign, then it's going to be directly, as you have been seeing, used for your marketing campaign. And it's the same thing that is now we are bringing here with an integration here with, for example, with Typeface, which is an amazing AI tool to generate the content that will help you to not only create landing pages, but as I've been saying, creating images, creating here content, subject line, doing automatically A/B testing. So that's the power of the AI that is now brought within the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So I hope that this presentation help you to a little bit understand more about the capabilities and what the future is bringing. And thank you very much. Very quickly, so just 1 or 2 minutes if you have any question, because I think we have the next session. Any question? All clear? Yeah, Mr. I have a question, yeah.
Thank you. How much historical data do you need in your Salesforce to be able to do what you just did? So you know how when you're marketing as a company, you have nuances, specific things about your business that you know obviously as a content creator, so you can put that in your content, right? But if you're using AI, how much prior historical data do you need for the engine to understand the particularities about your company to be able to generate that type of content? Or can you just turn it on?
So generally speaking here, we are not talking about a specific time frame. Okay, so with the capabilities that we are having now, so we are able to get the data that is brought to you as of now and help them to learn. Of course, so starting from the point that you are going to bring or from the data that you are going, but also you need to make sure of understanding one thing. So there is an important trust challenges that we are facing here with Salesforce, and that Salesforce is addressing here with a lot of transparency and a lot of trust, is that we, with the data that we are bringing, so no data is going to, your own data will not going to be used to make the AI learning. So it's really important to understand this point. But with the actual capabilities, with the actual learning, so as long as you are implementing the solution, the AI solution, it's going to help you to start learning from that point of view, and will not need that much of time of past historical data before moving.
Thanks, Amin. I just want to say that regarding your question, Amin said a great point about the trust capabilities of the AI and how important it is. Just want to do a kind of a trailer for the next session that will go just after Amin. We will deep dive in AI capabilities of Salesforce, and we will talk about this trust layer and the importance of data, and how Salesforce managed to have a zero retention policy and guarantees your the security of your data.
Thank you. I have one more question about lead nurturing and gathering more customers to your marketing cloud specifically. So how can we AI help us to gather more customers, and also with lead nurturing specifically on social media?
So generally speaking, when we are talking about the AI capabilities within the lead nurturing, so we have actually implemented some kind of solution and some kind of capabilities that is able to understand, to bring the data, and to give a score to this lead. So the lead scoring is something that we started with a long time ago and is now enhanced with the AI. So bringing your data, giving your lead a score, and the likelihood to engage is the best way to for a successful campaign. So, like, if I want to summarize it, as I said, like, just take you the understanding here, your company data, the behavior of these consumers, maybe, to understand the likelihood to engage within one campaign or another. Any other question? Thank you very much.